Now we wait. They hit it a little early, but this way I can get some of my thoughts out. I'm sure we're going to see the final reveal for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And my previous predictions on which characters were going to be added, not great, not terrible. I got one of them right, and I knew Kamek was going to be added. PD Piranha was my second guess, and then Wiggler kind of threw me for a loop. Assuming there are only 2 slots left, my guess for who's being added are going to be Pauline and Diddy Kong. Other predictions. I don't know, maybe Fire Emblem, something with Fire Emblem. I know people were hoping for a Genealogy of the Holy War remake. That'd be cool. Maybe combine that with the 5th game, because they took place at the same time. Well, no, like, the 5th game was in the middle, whatever. Maybe some Pikmin 4 DLC? I don't know. I think they said Tears of the Kingdom isn't going to get DLC, or somebody said that. I don't know. So, probably not that. Can't imagine there's going to be anything big for Mario or Zelda. Probably not even going to see Mario Wonder, considering that one got its own direct. I heard rumors of a new Donkey Kong game, but it's just going to be Mario versus Donkey Kong, so I hope that one's not true. Maybe Donkey Kong Returns, Donkey Kong Country Returns again, maybe? Donkey Kong Country Returns? Returns. That's what I want. I guess it's a bit early to hope for Mario Golf or Mario Tennis. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a game. Is this like the Octo expansion for Splatoon 3? Because wasn't the whole thing that Chaos won Splatoon 2? So the third one was a whole bunch of, like, a wasteland? Because this looks more like Order. Like, very clean and sterile. There's a little, Weren't the evil... Oh, I don't even remember the story of Octo Expansion, but there was, like, the fake sea creatures, the fake Octolings or something. I think they looked like that, didn't they? I don't know. Whatever. I bet she's evil. It's just... That's how it usually ends, right? Well, if I end up getting Splatoon 3... then I might consider this, but I don't have Splatoon 3, so I can't really consider it at the moment. I don't know, it's just... I enjoyed Splatoon for a while, but it was just like, I don't care about it anymore. Like, even by the second one, the second one was one of those, like, I'll buy it for, because the first one was good, but I just, I don't know, I couldn't get into the second one. And I just didn't even bother with the third one. Honestly, it came out and I've completely forgot about it. So Wave 2? I didn't even know there was a Wave 1. Yeah, the Spire... See, I know how things... I figured stuff out. I still don't know anything about the story mode in Splatoon 3 because I didn't want to look anything up, just in case I do ever get it. So I can be disappointed by the story. Oh, yep, they're... It's typical whenever I don't want a rumor to be real. Oh, is this just all of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games? Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Because the original one was the best one. The second one wasn't bad. It was once they started just, like, shoveling out everything else that it was like, wow. Too many. It's too many. It's not even good. Yeah, I 100% this game on the Game Boy Advance, and some of the times were brutal. That's the only thing I really remember. I think I actually remember some of these levels, though. Which is weird, because I haven't played that game in a very long time. See, so it was bad enough when I thought it was going to be a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But this is a Mario vs. Donkey Kong I've already played. So it's like, come on, you just get on to the next game. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, but it was a local co-op. Okay, so never mind. That section of the game wouldn't even exist to me. Okay, so not a strong start. I mean, it's a fine game if you've never played it, I guess. I mean, they updated the graphics. It looks really nice. This isn't Mario Kart. You can't fool me. I'm a certified Mario Kart identifier. I can identify when something is or is not Mario Kart. I don't know, I really like Mario Kart, but I feel like it's mostly because it's Mario Kart. Like, if you don't have the Mario characters and the items and stuff, like, what's even the point? But, like, even without the items, I could play Mario Kart. It's just the, it's the Mario characters and the environments, I guess. Although, then again, I didn't play Mario Kart Tour. I mean, I did, but I didn't enjoy it. So, even I have my limits, I guess. I get really sidetracked and I just, like, don't even pay attention to what's on screen. Oh, God. Oh, man. You know, some games go for the anime aesthetic. Oh, this is literally based on an anime, isn't it? I was gonna say, some games, like, go for the anime aesthetic, and then some games, like this one, kind of overdo it. It's, like, too much anime. I don't like anime to begin with, but, I've played my fair share of anime, like, art-style games. Fire Emblem, for example. Oh yeah, I forgot they were making this game. Well, here's another remake. Oh, I hate that minigame. What? I guess that helps because a lot of huh. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hopefully they buff Bowser because he was pretty bad. Or just nerf Geno into the ground because he's the worst character. I forgot what I was saying. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, I guess it's good that they give you ways to hit all enemies like that, because especially in the late game, they do throw a lot of, like, 5 to 6 enemies at you at once, and it just gets... It becomes a real, real slog just fighting all the enemies. Oh, I remember her from Super Smash Brothers. She was one of the trophies that looked really weird. Because, like, most trophies in Smash, most of the time they're 3D models, but I'm pretty sure she had, like, a 2D image instead. I think there were, like, 2 or 3 characters like that, and she was one of them, I think. You know what? I'm gonna look it up and double check because I don't really care about what's on screen. I'm only here for Mario Kart. What's her name? Ashley something? Smash Trophy.
She also meets a mysterious boy.
Nope, I was wrong. I was thinking of somebody else.
And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face.
Should have taken a picture of it.
Who are you?
How do you make a DS game on the Switch? You know what? I forget the Switch has a touchscreen. The Switch is a touchscreen. Forget about that because I don't use it handheld very often. Oh, I guess that one's a Wii game. And I guess the Switch also has motion controls. I just don't use them very often either. Well, pointer controls. I use the motion controls sometimes. Okay, I forgot they were making this game too. Say grape? Oh, because it's Princess Peach versus Grape. I'm glad they gave Peach a new villain. Because in Super Princess Peach, she was just fighting Bowser, and I always thought that was kind of lame. You know what game? This is kind of like Wario World. It's got like the kind of 3D... It's got like the 3D environment, but it's mostly 2D, and it's kind of a beat-em-up. Well, you know what? They gave her all those new costumes in Super Mario Odyssey. It's kind of cool that they're bringing that back. Making it a big thing. I'm going to close my eyes. I don't want to see any more costumes. Oh, wow. That's so generous of them. You can pre-order it immediately.
That was a new look at Princess Peach Showtime.
Showtime. I feel like they could have come up with a better name.
It looks like there are more transformations beyond the one today. So please stay
Princess Peach curtain call. I don't know. It's harder than I thought. There aren't a lot of like stage terms that start with a P that I can think of. I wanted to go for alliteration, but it's like curtain call is still better than Showtime. Princess Peach's perilous play panic. I don't know. Whatever. What's going on here? That's not Mario Kart. I think they're not saving Mario Kart for last. They said it was 40 minutes, so I guess it makes sense. Wasn't this supposed to be an episodic game? Like, they released episode 1 and then they just never made episode 2? Is this episode 2? Or am I wrong? Did they cancel the episodic aspect? Like, was it just Detective Pikachu? That might have been it. It might have originally been an episodic game, and then they canceled that and just released Detective Pikachu as like a standalone thing. I wonder if they're gonna make another movie. I did like the movie. I mean, it suffered all the problems that like kid movies always suffer from, where it's super obvious twist, and this is what it looks like when I play normal rhythm games. Okay, so this montage has to transition into Mario Kart. That's the one that I want to see. Because it's got to release in October or November at the latest. The final pack for Mario Kart. Okay, another remake, but it's a Mario game again. That's almost Mario Kart. I wonder if they changed anything about it. Other than it being HD. I wonder if you can just like skip EGAD's dialogue, is basically what I'm saying. I will say, this is my least favorite Luigi's Mansion game, but I think it has the best quote-unquote combat in the series. Because the first game was ultimately just hold the vacuum button and, like, pull away from the ghost. But if you're gonna lose the ghost, then you gotta, like, let go of the control stick or something. Honestly, I never really knew how to do that. And then the third game was just grab a ghost and slam him into the ground a couple of times. And I like the third game, but I don't like the combat. Honestly, the combat is always the weakest part of a Luigi's Mansion game. Wow. even the trailer couldn't make it look like Nintendo's Online works. I didn't even know they still made Amiibo. I'm gonna be honest.
Next, please take a look at this.
Mario Kart. It could still be Mario Kart. Or, because it has to be. They don't make F-Zero. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. I thought it was gonna be... Man, they got... I remembered... When I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be, oh, are they adding Captain Falcon to Mario Kart? Which would have been really cool. And then I remembered, no, there was a rumor about F-Zero. Are they actually making a new F-Zero game? And then I remembered that it was F-Zero 99. So that's really, really sad. Because look, I'm terrible at F-Zero. I've played a couple of the games, I'm terrible at them. So I would have played it if they had made a new one, but I would have been bad at it. But if I really liked the game, and it didn't get a new game in the franchise for... God, it's got to be coming up on 20 years now. Because the last one was on the GameCube, which would have been around probably 2003 to 2004.
More than 30 years after its original release,
And probably somewhere in the 2001 to 2006 range, I guess. If I had gone 20 years without a game in a franchise that I really liked, and then I had that trailer, something inside of me would have broken. My soul. It would have broken my soul. I would swear off this company once and for all. A humongous fungus problem? No, it doesn't look like fungus. I don't know, I saw the forest and I was like, it's probably mushrooms. A League of Legends? Ah, yes. Was this Teemo? I have no idea who. I know a couple of League of Legends characters because my friends are degenerates. Yeah, let's look at... Oh, I'm sorry, there's two E's. That actually might be Teemo. Whenever I see someone small and I hear League of Legends, I'm like, oh, it's Teemo. Really, you know what? I was thinking about this one. I was gonna guess that they might have a trailer for this game, but then I also kind of thought, you know, it's WarioWare. They're probably just... It might already be out, and if it is, they're not going to talk about it. Because WarioWare is one of those things where, like, you put it out and you just forget it happened. You put it out for a quick buck and forget about it. All these like, flat graphic RPGs are just starting to look exactly the same. I mean, this is just Octopath Traveler's you put this game and then like two other games from this direct and Octopath Traveler, you put all those together, I couldn't tell them apart. None of them are Mario Kart, so I can't identify them. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the modern day if we didn't get at least one farming sim, right? Ever since... What's that game called? The Valley. Stardew Valley. Ever since Stardew Valley came out, I feel like people have been like, oh, let's make a farming sim. Which I can't fault developers for. I mean, I like farming sims. I can't remember if I ever finished Wargroove 1. I think I did. I started making like a custom campaign in it too. And I think I got to the first map and that's when I stopped. I'm really bad at these kinds of games, so I wouldn't have been able to I really wouldn't have been able to make a good game out of it, but I was having fun with the making the cutscenes. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's Daisy Circuit. It's also Daisy Circuit. I bet I can identify every track except for the ones from the phone. There's Diddy Kong, like I said, and Funky Kong. Okay, that was unexpected. That's not 6 characters! Well, now they have to add 5 more characters. Okay, now they have to add 4 more characters. Oh, you can't. But how's the character screen gonna look? If it's not a square, then what's even the point? Also, how is Peachette not on my list? Because I thought I wrote down everyone who was in... Huh. What? Wait, Among Us already came out, though. What is this? A sequel? Is it Among Them? Or I guess it could just be like a new map. Red is sus. Well, both of my predictions for Mario Kart characters were correct, technically. They just added 2 extra characters and they can't. How many characters is that total? 6, 7, 8? Maybe it was 8 across. I feel like the character select screen is 7 by 6 by default. So I don't know how you can add a total of 8 characters to that screen unless Peachette maybe is an alternate costume for Peach, and then you just... I don't know. That's gonna bug me. Oh my god! This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, you want to talk about Mario remakes? Well, it's time for the Paper Mario subreddit to put their money where their mouth is and actually see if they're gonna buy the buy this. This is one of the few games where, like, they could just remake it and add nothing, and I'd be satisfied. Oh my god, getting to play this portable? Oh, this is the greatest news. The only thing that they could possibly add that I would be really, really into is a built-in randomizer. Because the Paper Mario 64 randomizer was so much fun. Well, they certainly, I was afraid that they were going to end this on Mario Kart, and I was going to be like, that's not something, you can't end this on a Mario Kart announcement. No, that was a good final announcement.